Hi, welcome to chapter 8, apply what you know video. In this video, we have two related questions. Let's start with the first part of the question. Now, Joel knows that under his hotel's franchisee agreement, he pays an 8% franchisee fee and 3% marketing fee on all revenue generated from room sales. Additional fees for using the hotel CRS are 1% of the book revenue plus $2 each room reserved. And internet service provider related charges paid by the hotel for rooms sold through third-party internet sites such as uberhotels.com are $4 per room night booked. Given this information, help Joel compute the revenue estimate worksheet. They are asking the highest net ADR yields, lowest net ADR yields, and highest net total revenue and lowest net total revenue. So let's calculate this question first. As usual, please stop the video here. Try to solve everything by yourself and come back. Now, let's start to solve the question. Now, gross revenue is going to be how many rooms sold times rate. Can just pull down this here. Franchisee fee is applicable to any sale, so times 0.08, which is 8%. And same thing for marketing fee, gross revenue times 0.03. And now, this is a central reservation fee. Apparently, it's not going to be group rooms with the one you sell is going to be 0, but we need to calculate for a central reservation system sale. There is a two-part. First part is gross revenue times 1% plus how much was it? $2. $2 per room sold, which is the 80 in this case, and it's gonna cost us $320, and we don't have to pay anything for OTA in here. Now, internet distribution system which is internet service provider like Expedia, in this case uberhothotels.com. We don't pay anything for the group rooms. We don't pay anything for CRS, but there will be additional $4 each room sold. So it's $400. Now, how much is the total channel cost? Let's get it all the way here. So these are the additional channel costs for distribution channels. We talked about this. Every distribution is a different cost, right? So not total revenue is going to be gross revenue minus how much it costs. And last thing we are going to calculate is the net ADR yield. Net ADR yield is how much money in the end total you get. How much was the gross revenue? 89%. Let's see other ones. I mean, as expected, right? Because group rooms is the one your employees selling. There is no additional fees, maybe except employees on salary, etc. But net ADR yield was 89%. If you look at the first question, has the highest net ADR is the group room sales, and lowest is coming from OTAs. Okay. Now, yes, you want to do highest net ADR yield possible. However, the next questions ask what to generate the highest net total revenue is the OTA. Yes, you are paying them a lot of money, but they generate a lot of revenue for you. So you have to think carefully about this kind of questions. And lowest net is going to be group room sales. Let's look at the second question. Now, Joel calculates that average net ADR yield is following the first question. On the 200 room he has already sold will be 89%, as we talked about before, 8% franchisee fee and 3% marketing fee. No matter what you do, you have to pay that. He also knows that his hotel cost is per room is $60. Okay, let's calculate highest GopPAR and lowest GopPAR. Now, as usual, please stop here, try to do it yourself and come back. Now, first, channel contributed net total revenue from previous question. Okay, let's get this net total revenue. Copy. Okay, now total net revenue is going to be, because that's how much you, after the 88%, by the way, just calculations here, I want to show it to you. He sold 200 rooms for $249.99, and oh, okay, we made a little mistake. It's supposed to be 89%. Let's recalculate this. And giving the 89% after the franchise fee and marketing fee, this is how much he generated. This is basically the hotel overall reservation and sales using their own resources. And these additional things, group room, CRS, and OTA, etc., comes as an additional revenue, which we put over here. Now, total net revenue is going to be adding basically this and this one. So this is the total net revenue. Now, if you recall, we got 60, 80, and 100 rooms sold with different distribution channels. That's what the numbers come from, because Joe sold the 200 rooms, and 60 came from group rooms, 80 came from CRS, and 100 from the OTA. Now, if the room cost is $60 per room, we need the multiply room numbers times how much gonna cost to prepare. Okay, now what is the after cost net revenue? Now, this is the total net revenue minus room cost. Okay, now we need to also calculate, of course, gross operating per available room, right? Now, how many rooms is okay? I just realized actually we are missing one part here. Total available room is 300. Now, if you calculate that divided by 300, okay. Now, if you look at it, this, including group rooms, okay, is 129.26, including if you calculate only like for group rooms plus 200 room, central reservation system plus 200 room is 138.73, and also the if you sell that all 100 rooms to OTA, 200 plus 100 room 300 is going to generate $138.91. Overall, considering including the cost, gross operating per available room is still higher for the online travel agents. So you make basically more money if you use OTAs, and highest GopPAR is going to be 138.91, and lowest GopPAR is going to be 129.26. Thank you.